just enough time for one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 18 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Gamecocks with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And it moves their mark to 8-1 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Tavian St. Clair. In the backfield, it's Simmons. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give is to Williams. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Quick give. It's Payne. Swamped immediately. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Second and long here. They'll run him again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. On the run, it's Payne. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. St. Clair, he'll take a deep shot here. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. The 20, the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Left side is Simmons. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Throwing St. Clair. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Jackson going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Straight ahead, it's Payne. Can't get him to the ground. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right side, it's Payne. Nice move to keep running. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson will throw. Out wide left, it's Payne. Oh, headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tavian St. Clair. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Good, strong tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Jackson gonna throw it right down the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
St. Clair. In traffic, it's Stone.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he topped things off with an electrifying 85-yard run to the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are fun.
Into the secondary on the right. Past the 30. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready. Wide 53, wide 53. Wide 80 go.
From the gun, it's Payne. Here's a little room there. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part of the game. A late touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
TCU 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Red, 4, red. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Ready, go.
Davian on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Hey, check it. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go.
Throwing St. Clair. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
22-90 bouncing. 22-90. 89-19 fire ball. 89-19 fire ball. Sweep. Ready,
Looking
go.
downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
TCU 21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jukes his way for more. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Over. Go.
Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Payne. Got him right there. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Burrowing for yardage. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, TCU.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fighting off the defender. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.